I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. The next 10, 12 minutes, I'm going to try to show you all the action, short track racing at Springfield. Got the Bultaco Cup Challenge. What a great event. Wait till you see the highlights of that. Plus, I'm going to talk to some of the top riders in the nation, Wayne Rainey, and some other great riders that were part of the class of 79. So let's check out some of the short track action from Springfield. Remember, my website is teamchicago.tv.
Let's first look at the 4 pro singles heat races. These are the first and second year pro riders trying to earn points to make it up to the expert class. Bronson Wilhelm has got the early lead, battling for second. It's Tyler Butts and Jared Van de Coyle. Jared Van de Coyle moves to second place. Bronson Wilhelm goes on to pick up the win in the first heat race. The second heat race was like Nick Matea, number 12, battling with Cole Feely. But Nick Matea will not be denied as he goes on to pick up the win in the second pro singles heat race. It looks like Colby Carville will finish in third place on that number 36 KTM. In the next heat race, jumping off the line, that's Bronson Bowman from California in the red jersey. Trying to make the way up is Ryan Wells from New York in the KTM. Jeffrey Lowry out of Ohio is running in third place. But Bronson Bowman goes on to pick up the win in the third pro singles heat race. Fourth heat race, moving down on the inside, it's Morgan Metzler from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Metzler, Harley-Davidson, BMW. Right with him, J.R. Anderson from Ohio. Dan McRoberts from Michigan is running in third place. Morgan Metzler goes on to pick up the win in the fourth heat race. And now the final event. Number 30, moving down, at Bronson Bowman, right with him. Nick Matea from Minnesota, Brandon Wilhelm, Ryan Wells. Number 18, Morgan Metzler from Beaver Dam. 12 lap finals, we jump ahead. Still leading, crunching his lead. It is Bronson Bowman, as we see this battle for fourth place between Wilhelm, Wells, and Morgan Metzler. But stretching his lead from California, and that's Bronson Bowman from Salina, California. As we see Morgan Metzler move up to fourth place. Oh no, he gets the squeeze job and Morgan Metzler goes down. Let's slow it down and we're going to analyze this crash. 94 is Ryan Wells. He bobbles for a second. Morgan Metzler trying to move on the inside, but he gets stopped, and on the low side, number 17, that's Jared Van de Coyle. With nowhere to go, Morgan Metzler gets the squeeze. He's having a tough year moving up with the pros. Restart, staggered start up front. Bronson Bowman's got the good start right with him. Nick Matea. Also there, it's Brandon Wilhelm, Ryan Wells, Jared Van de Coyle, Jeffrey Lowry from Ohio. Looks like this rider from California, Bronson Bowman, is going to go on to pick up the win. Earlier, I had a chance to talk to Charlie Roberts with the class of 79, and they invited me down to do this coverage and cover everything the class of 79 is doing in Springfield. And we're also going to talk to former national champ, Bubba Schobert.
Hey, I'm Charlie Roberts from the Class 79 and Friends. We want to welcome you guys to Springfield for the big weekend. Tonight is the Class of 79 and Friends 35th annual reunion. Scott Parker, Wayne Rainey, myself, Tommy Duma, and Johnny Winsowitz are the original 6 of the Class 79. They're all going to be here tonight. We're having a charity auction. We're trying to raise money to help injured riders. We got a heck of a bash going on. We got barbecue from Hickory River Barbecue, ice cold beer from Chick Fritz Miller Lite, and looking for, the weather's beautiful in Springfield, and we're here looking to have a great time, Dan.
Bubba Shelburne, and I'm here. I'm part of the class of '79. I was really a rookie in 1980, but this class 79 inducted me in their foundation. I guess last year, and I've been part of it. And we just raise money for the injured riders and have stuff at here in Springfield, the greatest race of the year, and we just hang out and have parties, fundraisers, and we played golf the other day, and we're just try to keep the ball rolling in the right direction. We want to help out all the injured riders in some way.
Thank you, Charlie and Bubba, as we watch the Bultaco Astro Challenge race. Jumping out to the lead, that's Joe Kopp. Number 3, 84, that's George Mack on the outside. Making a move, 64, is Charlie Roberts. But Joe Kopp goes on to pick up the win in this race. Charlie Roberts took second, and George Mack ended up third. In the last Bultaco heat race, it's Chris Carr with number X on his motorcycle, jumping off to the lead. 26 is Tommy Duma, one of the members of the class of 79. Chris Carr goes on to pick up the win and the direct transfer to the final. And earlier I had a chance to talk to Chris Carr, George Mack, and Art Randall, one of the major organizers of this Bultaco Astro Cup Challenge Series.
Chris Carr, coming out of retirement to ride the Bultaco Astro Cup here in Springfield, Illinois, at the multi-purpose arena here at the State Fairgrounds. Go out and have some fun, see if the old vintage Bultacos will hold up, and but in the end, we're going to have a good time.
Hi, I'm George Mack from Chicago. I'm riding the Bultaco Astro and the Bultaco Astro Cup. I'm riding the 1974 360. It's really a blast. I had one of those for my very first race bike. I'm riding one again. I haven't ridden one since 1979, which makes me a little old, but they're as much fun as they ever were, and I'm really looking forward to having some fun tonight.
Well, it's just a bunch of guys from the 70s, and we're bringing out the old bikes and giving it a whirl again. So it's really bad. There's probably 45 of us here today.
So how many bikes you own? How many balls you have?
25, 27.
How many are here?
16, maybe 18.
Oh, really? Of your bikes?
Yeah.
So you're taking care of a lot of riders, sponsoring them? And
we just grab a guy that wants to ride that doesn't have a bike, and grab your helmet, and grab your boots, and come on out and
call
have fun.
me next time.
Thank you, Chris, George, and Art. And now the final Astro Cup Challenge. Jumping out front, number 3, that's Joe Kopp right there. 42, that's Steve Moorhead. Steve Moorhead out of Ohio. Making a move on that ex-Bultaco. That is Chris Carr as he gets a little bit out of shape. Moving up, Charlie Roberts, number 64, is running in 4th place. He's looking great as he challenges Chris Carr. Steve Moorhead's looking great on his Bultaco, but Joe Kopp, he is looking great. He will not be denied as he runs a nice, smooth race. 250s and 360s, Bultaco Astros. These were the top short track bikes in the 1970s. You could go to the local dealer, buy one, and go right to the racetrack and be competitive. And now, a problem for Steve Moorhead, might have broken a ring, one of the rings on the Bultaco, and that's probably one of the reasons it's smoking, but it's still running okay. But Joe Kopp is running away with this event. Chris Carr's running a solid second. Charlie Roberts is trying to find a way by Steve Moorhead. But picking up the win, it is Joe Kopp. Earlier up in the tent for the class of 79, for their auction and luncheon, we get to see 2 of the greatest motorcycle racers that ever lived. Wayne Rainey, world champion road racer, and Jay Springsteen, national champion dirt tracker between these two riders. Many, many wins, many, many great stories. And what a pleasure it is to see these two racers talking about the good old days racing motorcycles. And I had a chance to talk to Tommy Duma, one of the class of '79.
Tommy Duma, class of '79, one of the original members, and we're here at Springfield, at the Springfield Mile the night before Saturday, and we are raising funds to help injured riders. You know, we don't ever want to give money away because we don't want anybody injured. But the fact of the matter is, with racing, injury happens, and none of us plan on falling off, but you know, my old saying is you never know how fast you're going until you fall off. So it's bound to happen in a racer's career, and we're just very, very grateful that the fans come out and support us and buy memorabilia from people like Jay Springsteen and Scotty Parker and Wayne Rainey and the whole gang. So we really appreciate the support, because without you, the fan, we can't support this charity.
Thank you, Tommy. And now we're going to expert heat race. Jumping out front, that is Jeffrey Carver. Jeffrey Carver from Alton, Illinois. He is flying on this short track. He will not be denied as he goes on to pick up the win in the first heat race. Next heat race, jumping out front, that is Henry Wiles, the Prince of Peoria, 17, Henry Wiles up front. Right with him, 77, Dan Metzler from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Metzler, Harley Davidson, BMW. 73 is Doug Lawrence, and he's from Port Credit, Ontario, Canada. But Henry Wiles goes on to pick up the win in the final event. Jumping off the line, Jeffrey Carver, 23, 17. That is Henry Wiles on the outside. Number one is Brad Baker down on the inside. Brad Baker moves up to second place. Jeffrey Carver, Henry Wiles comes down on the inside. Little bobble there by Baker. Baker gets put back to about sixth place, fifth place. Henry Wiles running second. Jeffrey Carver, that Carver Barbecue. He's from Alton, Illinois. He is smoking out there. Looking great, right with him, Henry Wiles. Henry Wiles has got to figure out a way to pick up a little bit every lap. Jeffrey Carver looking great. Right behind him, Henry Wiles on the move now, up to third place again. It is Brad Baker, the national star, the national #1 rider. Brad Baker is now in third place, and he's from Centralia, Washington. See J.D. Beach moving up to fourth place. He's from Kentucky. Fifth place looks like Steve Bosley, Jacob Shoemaker, Jake Matea, as they continue to battle on this short track. We're at the arena, Rodeo Arena at the Springfield Fairgrounds, Springfield, Illinois, the center of motorcycle racing in the nation. But at the end, it is Jeffrey Carver looking great, going on to pick up the win. Second place went to Brad Baker. Third place went to Henry Wiles. And when the racing was done, it's time to head up the hill to the tent, class of '79, and the special guest auctioneer. We're going to hear from Scotty Parker, national #1 9-time.
With 3 Grand National Championships, that is a hope their parents all don't take it out on me. But who give me $25? Who give me 25? Looking for 100, 150. I got 150 over here. 150. Looking for 175. 175. 2. Looking for 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. Who give me 3? Looking for 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Who give me 225? 225. 225. You're already in. You're already in at 2. Who give me 225? Who give me 225? Who give me 3? Who give me 3? Looking for 3. Looking for 3. Look at 250. 250. 253. Looking for 3. 275. 275. Who give me 275? Who give me? You gotta beat him out. You ain't gonna let this guy from. You ain't gonna let this guy from 300. But you ain't gonna let this guy from Sturgis, South Dakota beat you out. You know, at 350 and Mr. Reimer. And I love it. I love it when they're next to each other at 350 and 4. And looking at 4, you gotta go $400. I've seen this guy spend $1,250. You got Jay Springsteen right here. Look at that. Isn't that badass? 425. Let's go 425. 425. One time 425. I don't think you'll go more than 425. Come on, 425. Oh, we got 425. 450. You ain't even heard the amount of money we're gonna go for. 450. Come on, 450. Dude, you got stuff all over your bar that's collectibles. You got, that's 450. 450. 450. 450. 450. Tell him what he's got to pay first. We're gonna end it like this. 450, and we sold it for 450. 450, and it's sold. That's Terry Grimer from.
Thank you, Scotty Park, Class of 79. For more information on the Class of 79 and friends, go to www.AMAFT79, AMA FlatTrack 79.com, AMA FT79. Don't forget TeamChicago.tv, WalkWithDan.com. See ya.